after your training. Prettiest woman I've ever seen in my life comes into my store today and asks to buy a dog leash. I ask her what she's getting it for, cause I'm stupid, and she goes, "Oh, it's for bad girls who don't behave." And brother, let me tell you, oh my god, she was flirting with you. She was what? When you scream out the lyrics of a song, but it hasn't gotten to that part yet. A doctor a day keeps the apple away. The eradication of Adobe Flash dress-up games directly lead to the creation of NFTs. Sure, I will incorporate that into my worldview. There are some idiots stamping this on $5 bills. Memorial is the White House. Michael Irvin calls out his son on national television for capping in his lyrics, knowing he grew up in a gated community. Someone asked my professor the difference between affect and effect, and he said, "Honestly, I have no clue. I have a PhD and wrote my entire dissertation without using either word. Just try and avoid it at all costs." Fantastic wood carving. This lady deserves our recognition. Facebook mums not knowing CGI. So my friends picked me up from the airport today. Welcome home, Sean. Congrats on your parole. Remember, you can't be within 100 yards of that sheep farm. I love Walmart self-checkout. Buy one, get 7 things free. Pro tip, don't learn a language if you do not come from the language bearers. I.e., don't learn French if you're not French. What the fuck? It just appropriates culture more. Why does it feel illegal to drive with headphones on? Because it is. Shoplifting is so therapeutic to me. Just coming home, looking at my stuff I didn't have to pay for. Happy as hell. African elephants are evolving not to grow tusks because of poachers. Yeah, this is so sad. Fuck poachers. Is there any sort of book subscription for kids that exists when you order books and once you read them, you return them and get more? It's called a library. Vegan sushi burger. Vegans will literally do anything except just eat meat. It infuriates me when people tell me life's too short to not forgive people. Like, no, life is too short for me to continuously allow abusive and manipulative behavior and live in a constant state of anxiety because I want to be nice or whatever. Do no harm, but take no shit. Do you ever wonder if anyone else in the world is listening to the exact same song as you and on the exact same lyric as you? No, I am already familiar with the concept of radio. When you hear a bunch of strawberries talking about you behind your back, who was more hard-headed? Max was just non-verbal autistic. Alvin is an evil sick freak. Dude, wait till I pull up, buddy. Teacher, the autoplay is coming. Oh god, she has her back turned away from the wall. She can't see it. Oh my. That's right, kids. Books are cool as hell. Young adults, teens, why not keep it and buy some lit books? This law is pure fire. What animal is Sonic the Hedgehog? The Hedgehog. I accidentally ran someone over while taking these. Oops. So I ordered a burrito to go with no olives, and this was on top of the box. Absolutely insane choice for a name. Planned Parenthood. Put me down, put me down, put me down. Me in the morning, after finally getting enough sleep. Fresh idiot. Why didn't they make bulletproof vests out of diamonds if it's the hardest metal? Because it's too heavy. 1 gram of diamond weighs something like 15 grams. Dr. Pepper is the name of the person who created it. What you're drinking is Dr. Pepper's Monster. When medication says, do not operate heavy machinery, they are probably mainly referring to cars, but my mind always goes to forklift. Bean bad. God, she is so attractive. I would throw myself in a wood chipper on the off chance I might get recycled into toilet paper. The ant colony in my yard watching me pee on their rival's colony anthill. When you're being mean to me, this is who you're being mean to. Me. No, I haven't read them. I've just never really enjoyed reading. It's not my thing. My boss. Laura, those are emails, and this is your job. Humans in sci-fi. Stupid artificial beings. They don't even have feelings, so you can treat them badly. Humans in real life. Googly eyes on my toaster. His name is James now, and I will protect him with my life. Breaking news. You can use Tide Pods to do your laundry. My uncle texted my mum saying that my grandpa dropped his phone in the toilet, proceeded to take a poop on it without knowing, and when realized it was there, he tried washing it off and putting it in the oven to dry. I cannot make this up. God, what the fuck? Bless me. Oh my god. EA wins Guinness World Record for most downvoted Reddit comment in history. Homophobia is so stupid, bro. How are you afraid of a home? 10-year-old me asking why poor countries don't just print more money. My teacher who just said, there are no stupid questions. Boys are stupid. Girls are stupid. We're all stupid. Yes. Photographic evidence of the moon melting because of global warming. Me thinking one more episode before I go to sleep. San Francisco has decriminalized petty theft. Cops can't stop or prosecute anyone who steals anything worth less than $900. So people have been picking things up at stores and walking or cycling. Outdoor yoga in a dome coming to Toronto. So we just let the homeless people sleep in the rain and snow because why? Author asks why his book, called No More Plastic, was wrapped in plastic. That's probably the weakest argument I've heard defending a healthcare system that kills 50,000 people a year. 50,000 a year? Show me well-researched statistics. That's 45,000. Christmas is on Friday this year. What if it's the 13th? Another horrid abomination perverting another otherwise beautiful view of Yosemite Valley. Just so you know, guys, I literally covered my roommate's bed in 324 pieces of cornbread to make it I'm still mad about the alien shirt Wish sent me. In space. Nobody can hear you in space. Harry Potter was my childhood. I loved it so much, I sleeved out my whole arm. Around in 2012. I'm honestly embarrassed about it now. Screw J.K. Rowling. Wait, so you are saying that kids are not responsible enough to make permanent decisions with their body? B-brain, chilling in some dude's head. He fell asleep. Wait, check this out. Hey yo, we're falling, bro! Jumpscare.exe. Go back to sleep, dumbass. This is the software equivalent of a message. If you are trying to optimize this route, dear programmer, when I wrote this code, only God and I knew how it worked. Now, only God knows. Total hours wasted here, 254. Imagine allowing that world. Yeah, I don't understand worlding Twitter. We do not throw away perfectly good food in this house. We put the leftovers in Tupperware, and put the Tupperware in the fridge. Let it go and throw us out. Baby's first trip to Scotland, going very well, was on the train for literally less than a minute before a total stranger began teaching him to play online slot machines, looking for a married woman, recently cheated on, mad and scorned, who was willing to sell her husband's tools for cheap. Frankenstein enters into a bodybuilding competition and finds he has serious time, Frankenstein was the name of the doctor, a doctor who built a body. Nah, this should have been the last straw. I never liked any of Will's movies. I would tell him to put on Juice before we made love. The sound of Tupac's voice helped set the mood. What's the funniest thing someone's ever gotten mad at you for, on her? I think mine is when someone told me I was rich and privileged for saying back service corridors at malls are scary at night when I was in the service corridor because I worked there. POV, you put your bedding in the washer when you were in full productivity mode, and now you're in vegetable mode, and have been sitting in an unmade bed for hours. Sometimes it's just better to make pizza at home. Not always true. When you have 10 kids, that's a lot of pies. Or if you're stuck at work because your boss made offices into bedrooms, you might not have a good oven. Let Jerry do the cooking for you. I used a gender-neutral bathroom today, and 2 men came in while I was washing my hands. Man 1 didn't care and used the bathroom right in front of me. Man 2 waited until I left after seeing me inside. I thanked Man 2 for respecting my privacy. I felt so violated. Man 1 treated you as an equal in a gender-neutral bathroom. Man 2 treated you like a woman. I don't know which one you want as treatment, but both treated you with respect and neither violated you. I let social media influence me too much. Last year, I cheated on my ex because I thought he was a bum, because he wasn't funding me to have a luxurious lifestyle like I see others have on TikTok. The whole time, he was saving money to adopt his nephews. I want him back, but he hates me now. Second Chance Auto got my cousin right, walked him with a 325 credit score, and walked out with his new car for $619 a month for 96 months. Now that you're riding, the haters gone hate. Congrats, cuz. I was thinking about quitting, but was holding back. I scheduled a vacation with 3 extra days. It was a once-in-a-lifetime trip. He rejected my vacation request. I thought about it for a couple of hours. I went to his office and told him, I'm the next morning, the boss met me at HR and gave me a formal written warning. I responded by giving him my 2-week notice. They apologized and tried to convince me not to leave, but it was too late. My frustration with young people is that they think success is supposed to happen like that. She's full of it. Young people don't expect for things to happen like that. They expect to at least be able to find a job after graduating and being in 80k debt, not having to move back in with their parents, and not having insurance, not having any unforeseeable chance of retiring. If you're having a bad day, remember the woman standing behind 3 mannequins. Guy pees on elevator buttons, is pranked, short circuits elevator, and gets trapped. I never knew there were green apples. White woman gives birth to a black baby, accuses her husband of doing it with a black girl. I thought the earth was round, but after seeing this, I don't know what to believe. Whoever is doing this to my car, I'm going to beat you up. Flying trains could be coming your way, so a plane. I see no good reason why an actor of any race can't play any historical figure. If your social security number was the amount of money you had, how rich would you be? Hold up. A woman and her grandmother, both at age 20. If she's her grandmother, how are they both 20? Nice try. Are you kidding me? Will someone please explain to these idiots? You don't kill a cow to get milk. I didn't like it. It's not inclusive with the colorblind. When you are colorblind, are you illiterate too? If Family Guys and The Simpsons swapped bodies, this makes me feel violently uncomfortable. I've been toasting like this for 3 months because of a stupidly short cable. Today, I found this. They decided it's a disorder for children to have boundaries. Oppositional defiant disorder. A condition in which a child displays argumentative behavior towards people in authority. A real man will stand by his wife even if she has been impregnated by another man. I'm doing my entire car interior with crystals. Congratulations, you just made your airbag a claymore. You and your passengers will have their chakras aligned to death. Not to mention, your glue gun talent is sorely lacking. Angry racist berates woman for wearing a Puerto Rico shirt in America without realizing it's a part of the US. Huge cockroach just appeared in my room. Went to grab a shoe to kill it. Turned back around and it's gone, so I basically need to move out now. Bro, I saw you plotting stuff, so I dipped. My wife is making me do this stupid parade. Someone hurt me now, please. Is this real? Yeah, you can tell it's a tweet from the 60s because of the aging. I am 5,000% in favor of shaming cigarette smokers. Get that thing away from me. But when vegans feel this way about meat, y'all hurt. Somehow, some way, you brought up veganism in a discussion about secondhand smoke. I'm convinced that if my generation was faced with a zombie apocalypse, there would be zombie rights. I just gave a homeless man $100 because he said he needs it to take a train home. I really hope he goes home and doesn't do something else. You're stupid. If he's homeless, how is he going to take a train home? This person used 13,000 pennies to create this floor. Joke's on him, because now he just wasted 13k. 1 in 20 people have been a victim of crime, which means that 19 out of 20 people are criminals. How Tumblr thinks statistics work. Everything can be solved with violence, except stupidity and ignorance. Turn your location on. Check out my cool grill. Can't wait to throw some steaks up on this. I'm starting to think most people aren't as smart as they think they are. Open box before eating pizza, setting up our Christmas tree, but it's made out of deer antlers. Had the audacity to say no animals were harmed, as if the antlers just fell out painlessly. Babes, it's a lot more than 1,000 options. Tell me you failed statistics class without telling me. Cut 10 lawns a day, 4 days a week at $30, $1,200 per week equals $1 million per year. A note to filmmakers, please do not make your movies so dark that I have to see the terrible, expressionless reflection of my big dumb head in the screen for half of it. Me, flirts, gets flirted back, me. That was not the image I meant to click. I literally cannot get myself to sit through movies that don't. Where the hell are the women? Why are there so many men? This is so boring. Goodbye. Even if it's historically accurate. As everyone knows, women were invented in the 1990s. What are some tricks for stealing at self-checkout? Allegedly. My stepdad told me it was pointless to apply to med school because I was too stupid to be a doctor. 8 years later, and one of us is an unemployed loser with a drinking problem, and the other is making 6 figures and is going to renew his wedding vows with my mum. Your Honor, my client would like to plead. Oopsie daisies. What have you got to heaven? And God was wearing one of these shirts. What brand is that? Guess. Hey, dumbass. I'm just asking what brand it is. Either tell me, or fuck off. People just join the military because they are too dumb to go to college. They are. I fell asleep with my glasses on, and when I woke up, I thought I got my vision back. Why our school exists. What's point to it? That's why. This dog looks like it'd be talking about veganism, and why washing your clothes in gluten-free laundry detergent is important. It sounds like oranges. It does? Did you try? Yes. What did it sound like? Gullible. This elevator is so stupid. It has buttons for the floor that I'm already on. Clouds behind the sun. Then that means it's quite close. Not 93 million miles away. Fact. How social media works. I prefer mangoes to oranges. So basically what you're saying is you hate oranges. You also failed to mention pineapples, bananas, and grapefruits. Educate yourself. I'm literally shaking. Lol. Did I tell you about the white dude at my school? Damn! My manager gave me an award. A PS2 controller mounted to the plaque PS3. Had to wait in line to renew a passport, allowing me to visit members of my own species across artificially conceived borders. Just watched 3 people jogging outside, and it has inspired me to get up and close my blinds. Who know how to unlock iPhones? The owner, give it back. Do you remember before the internet? I thought the cause of stupidity was the lack of access to information. Yeah, it wasn't that. The phrase, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, contains every letter of the alphabet. If wireless